Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new episode of Let's Play Super Paper Mario. Even as I am beautiful. Ugh. And he's gray. King Crocus. And it's the stoner flowers again. What? Whoa, what did you guys do, huh? Dude, we just totally walloped your king. We have defeated your king. Get over it. Well, that's pretty cool. Hey, shut up. You don't get it at all. Totally, man. King Crocus was awesome. He totally thought of his people first, man. And you wilted him, dude. Gnarly, man. Tubular. What are you talking about? Water, man. I'm talking about water. The Cragnons were polluting our water. Those dudes were tossing trash into the river. We had to drink that crud. Crud. Such an interesting way of putting garbage. That dirty water was what drove our king bonkers, don't you get it? So then... Oh. Yeah, now you get a tippy, you stupid butterfly. Oh, and look, you did nothing! And now you're showing up. I could have used you against the boss, Craggly Ho! Emergency special report from the Floral front lines. Environmental pollution drives Floral sapiens mad. Whither will they rampage? So the villagers throwing garbage in the river was the reason for this whole thing. Well, I tried to tell those guys, but my thoughts were too far ahead of their time. This play well with Green Cragnon crowd. Oh, the green crowd. Oh, ratings explode, brah. It like Crags on Nice Meat Baron von Cragington. Green liberals. Pfft. Global warming, come on. Yes, once my fellow villagers see this, yeah, whatever. Once the words of Flint Cragley reach them, they'll throw garbage no more. Yeah, water, man. I mean, it's easily our most precious treasure. You know what I mean? No, I don't. You promise not to dirty our water, and we'll just chill down here and be cool. Be cool. And we'll totally take those sprouts off your villagers' noggins too, man. Sounds like a fine way to keep the peace in this land. Keep those promises, folks. That was a rather unexpected turn. No, I totally saw it coming from a mile away, because I played this game before Tippy. You stupid butterfly. Wailing on our king aside, you guys are totally heroes. Oh, we killed your king, so we're... it's like, oh, you committed murder? Oh, here you go, you guys are heroes. Our people have kept the promise for like 1,500 years or something crazy like that. I'm sure our wilted king here would be stoked that this duty got done. Yeah, one of the earlier kings was given the pure heart, and it was handed down to the kings before them. It was handed down to the kings that preceded them, so... You know, from the first king that we saw the bio on the last episode, it was handed to the second king, then to the third, and then it was given to King Crocus. And King Crocus has the pure heart, but now we have it! So, you got a pure heart! Excellent! This does well, this does well! Actually, not so much, because I'm actually behind schedule in terms of, Men of True Grit witness live what others can only see through crack vision. That is what moves me to travel into the belly of the beast week after week. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, Craggly Ho! Having wrapped their latest shoot, Flint and the crew went back to downtown of Crag. Mario and friends clutched the sixth pure heart as they walked back toward the flip side. Yes, I was saying, I'm sorry. Our heroes had taken a new step forward toward overturning the prophecy of destruction. And yeah, we're gonna save. Yes, I was saying before, I'm actually behind schedule. I want to get this done by December 16th, because that's when I'll be out of college, but before Christmas break. Raise your chunks in the air as the most debonair man of men strides into the room. Springing forth from his lair as his foes all despair, for Bleck be the name of their doom. Whoa, that's our Bleckity-doo. Yeah, something Bleck, that's the guy who says, woo. I like you just petered out at the end. Oh, and look who it is. Gosh, O-Chunks, quit it, you're breaking windows, what are you yelling about? I like how she wears like a different suit every time they show her. Oh, that, yeah, I just had O-Chunks come up with a nice motivational tune. Yeah. And as punishment for getting beat by that hero again, I'm making him sing it 1,000 times. Yeah. 1,000 times? Gosh, you're even more evil than I thought. Hey, but enough chatting. So where's the Count, huh? I want to see him. Oh, you're gonna give him a big hug? That's totally in character. I'm getting so bored. Hey, Count! Oh, who is it? Oh, it's lovable loser Mr. L. Who else? My destructive little friend is all gassed up and itching to get back into action. Yes, Brobot is begging me to take him up. Say the word and I'll roll out. Let's roll out. Yeah, great enthusiasm, but let's shelve the robot action plan for now. Okay? The thing is, the Count kinda left specific orders for us to stand by. Got that? No way! We're just supposed to wait here for that big mean hero to come get us? Yeah, you are. I'm gonna totally kick your ass, Mimi. So the Count doesn't need my services. Excellent. Oh, dang it, why'd I skip that? You go nowhere. We wait. It's Count's direct order. His word is absolute. Only a Sith deals in absolute. Be a good little minion and do not move until told. Okay? Thanks. Yeah. She totally takes her secretary role so seriously. But I'm bored! Shut up! And Robot craves this daily smash. I can't just loiter here. There's no action. Mr. L requires this action. Ah, hard to stay still when you pine for sweet vengeance, isn't it? Oh, and it's the most generic of them all, Dementio. The Count's orders are absolute, completely without exception, yes? No, there are no exception, it's absolute. We shan't even dare to think of... Defeating the hero would please the Count greatly, but we must follow orders. Huh, looks like they're, hatching a plan of some sort. Huh, I wonder where they're going. Bye. It's so obvious where they're going. Yeah, I've, got to go to flavorize the robot's, flavorizer. I want a flavorizer. I'll return now once everything's up to code. L-8er, Dementio. Later, Mr. L, you lovable loser. Ahaha. My, isn't that something? I do believe I should be moving on as well. And now O-Chunks is there staying behind. Aw, poor O-Chunks. Look, Timpani, the stars are beautiful, aren't they? There's a tradition in my village. We believe that wishes on stars come true. Oh, is that so? Is that case? We'd better get wishing. I don't need to wish anymore. I already got my wish. Now I have everything I need right here. Timpani, aren't you cold? Not at all. I'm very warm. Can we stay like this just a little longer? Any guesses as to who they are? Don't say anything. Tippy! Tippy! Okay. That's a pretty long pause. What? What's the matter, Tippy? You seemed a little out of it there. Well, didn't you just hear something? No? Alright then. It's just that, for a second, I thought I had remembered something very important. Well, this sounds very important, but what's even more important is the void is growing larger! The void! It looks as though it's gotten bigger! Yes, I just said that, Tippy. Thanks for pointing out the obvious. God, do you have to, like, point out everything, every little thing that happens? Anyway, as I've said a couple times in the past, the couple that keep appearing at the end of every chapter of their dialogue, it'll grow more and more important as the chapters go on. But please don't spoil the identities of who they are. Hey, thanks so much for... yeah, so I wonders what Captain Gills is doing right now. I want to go see him, but it just feels like walking different paths. I knows, I'll write a letter. A letter from he will make him blow happy bubbles. A letter from me will make him... oh, that can be misinterpreted as something else, but oh well. Yeah, by the end of the third chapter, I remember my first playthrough, by the end of the third chapter I kind of had already associated who the two people are, and I kind of had a good guess as to who they were, and what do you know, I was right. But, by now, it's just starting becoming obvious as to who the two people are. If you don't, it's okay. But... oh, and don't worry, Merlin's not saying anything important. The Light Prognosticus doesn't say anything about how long we have. Yeah, but if you do know the identity of the two people, please keep it to yourself. I don't want any spoilers on my comments. Such, it's not truly prophetic, so it's hard to say how long we really have. And yet, I feel confident in saying that we do not have much time at all. Oh, that's very pessimistic. Well, we can only go forward now. We can't just wait for all worlds to end, can we? Of course, you're right, my dear. I received a message from Nolrem recently. It seems that someone on the outskirts of Flipside has spotted a heart pillar. That makes absolutely no sense, and you'll see on the next episode why. Oh yeah, whatever. I will go back to the Light Prognosticus to look for clues. Anyway, guys, I'll join you later. So for now, Mario will practice his teleporting technique. So, Mario? Teleport! That totally doesn't make any sense. I had to say teleport Mario before the edit. Oh, well. Anyway, we see a block over here. Now, this block is inaccessible to us without Cudge. So, you can't break through him unless you beat World 5. Which we just did. Oh, but my god, I'm dreading the next world. The next world is probably one of the stupidest, most monotonous worlds I've ever been through. It's totally worse than Chapter 2-3. I'll go that far. It is worse than Chapter 2-3. Because it's a pretty stupid... I don't even know why... the developers of Super Paper Mario do this? I guess they just want to piss us off, is what they want to do. Or whatever. We're getting close to the next level up. And I'll probably have to do some more editing magic. Yep, editing magic. Works like a charm. Let's see. We're gonna have to use Dottie here. Pixels. Now remember, Dottie is a pixel that makes us turn small. Now, as I've said before, she's not very useful. You're only gonna use her in some locations. Other pixels are far more important. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's getting about time for us to end our little shindig right here. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you on the next episode of Let's Play Super Paper Mario. So until then, goodbye.